Hi, welcome to another video taking a look at a new to me instrument to add to my collection. As some of you might know, I started out playing a few different musical instruments and through school programs, and that didn't work out real well because we couldn't afford an instrument as a family to buy one. So I had to use what was available as a loaner. And short story, I started with trumpet. They moved me to French horn because they didn't have a trumpet the next year, and then they didn't have a brass instrument to loan me. So they suggested I try orchestra, and I went with cello, and then it was either violin or viola, I don't remember which. I think I played both a little bit. And I got frustrated because every year I felt like I was a beginner again. And I still loved music, but I did quit the school music programs. And this was I think the very tail end of fourth grade is when I was introduced to the trumpet. I started trumpet in fifth grade and went, yearly for about 4 years, and then I just gave up. A little while after I gave up, my parents broke down and got me a guitar. It happened to be an electric guitar, which I was very happy about. That was kind of the music that I was engaged with, and didn't get me an amplifier right away, so it took me a couple of days to get one. And that guitar came from a thing called blue chip stamps. It was like you would get stamps when you went to the grocery store as kind of a bonus, and then you could cash in books of these stamps. That's how I got my first electric guitar. And it wasn't bad. It really wasn't bad. I love that little guitar. I did upgrade soon after that. Anyway, so I've been a guitar player for over 50 years. This instrument blends a couple of things that I have been thinking of adding to my instrument toolbox arsenal. I have a 4-string bass, and I have a few 6-string guitars. And I was thinking about adding what they call a baritone guitar, which is kind of in between a bass and a guitar, both in scale length and in the where it sits in the tones capable, the high and low notes. And so I was thinking about one of those, and what was affordable to me, I didn't particularly like a few things about it. And so I started looking elsewhere, and I happened to see this through one of the used ad type services. It was through Marketplace, kind of basically through Facebook, and it was here local in town that the seller was selling this through. And this is an Ibanez SRC6, 6 strings. The C is supposed to stand, I think, for crossover. And it's a short scale bass guitar, but it has a very, very narrow nut width, and neck is a little bit more reminiscent to an electric guitar or a baritone guitar than it is to a bass. This is tuned normally the regular way a normal electric guitar is, except it is 1 octave lower. I did a little research when I saw this, and one of the places that I did quite a bit of research was a YouTube site called Chords of Orion. Bill Vencil is the man behind Chords of Orion, and he plays ambient guitar music and has a lot of videos about how to do that and different effects to use and things like that. And so I've been watching him for a few years, and I haven't really gotten into that, but I was thinking about getting into that baritone type realm. And this particular short scale bass is one that he had tried and had a few videos on, both him playing different songs that he had created, compositions I guess I would call them, and review, things like that. So this is very briefly some of the sounds, and I've got this plugged into a real basic combo bass amp, and hopefully the volume isn't going to clip. And this is without any effects or anything like that. The cool thing about this and baritone guitars, and this is a little bit lower than a regular baritone guitar would be, but you can play chords. So just a couple of little demos of what I hope to be able to incorporate into some of the tunes that I will be doing in the future with a new to me Ibanez SRC6, and I hope you will like what I'm able to produce with this. Thank you so much for watching today. Please, if you haven't yet, subscribe. Click the little bell down over here so that you'll be notified when I do post a new video, maybe featuring a new to me guitar into my musical mix. It could be music videos, it could be demos of different instruments, native flute tutorials or reviews on those. That is mostly what I have in my mix, and playing the rav drums with the flutes, guitars with the flutes, things like that. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. You take care.